Hello, West Ham Network. It's Holly, and I'm here with your Hammers headlines for today, Wednesday, the 19th of February, run in association with KUMB.com. Now, today we are going to be talking about a new old addition to our squad in the coming weeks, the benefits of the rumoured pre-season tour, and a midfielder that we have got our sights set upon. If you want to support the channel, please hit that thumbs up button just down below, wherever it is down here, while the intro is running, and drop us a comment before the end of the video to get that chat going. So let's jump straight into your Hammers headlines for today. So, for your first story, Nicholas Fullkrug is said to be on track to return for the Everton game, which is on the 15th of March, giving us another option up top at a time where we could definitely do with a few reinforcements, couldn't we? So, the great bit of news is that this is actually 3 weeks ahead of schedule. Earlier than we thought it would be. So he won't have ended up being out for the full 3 months as previously expected based on reports. So he went over to Dubai as part of his recovery, going through tailored training in an environment where he could just focus on that, exactly that, getting better, which is actually the same place that Antonio reportedly went. With Antonio back doing light training, Fullkrug set to beat this 3-month injury prediction. Whatever they're doing out in Dubai is clearly working. So thank you very much to whoever's out there. But let us know your thoughts on the return of Fullkrug. Are you looking forward to seeing what he could bring to our attack? Do you think he should be used much? Especially, I suppose, if Ferguson is being gradually introduced. Let us know how you think we could and should use the Fulk. Now, for your second story, West Ham are said to be in talks to do their summer tour in America. Now, we're not the only club. Everton, Bournemouth and Man United are also said to be discussing this, with the idea being that we take part in something that's going to be called the Premier League Summer Series out in the States. It'd be in July, so this would give us the opportunity to play against Premier League sides as we're preparing to start the season, which I think can only be a good thing, getting us ready at the level at which we need to be ready. And the reason for this is that I'm feeling like we need to stabilise things this season, bring in a lot of reinforcements over the summer, and then work really hard throughout pre-season to make sure they're all used to playing together, as well as us already having an idea of our best starting 11. And I think playing Premier League teams, whether it's out in the States, wherever it may be, can only be a good thing, because even if we get some harsh realities, it's better to have them sooner so that we're ready to hit the ground running once the season starts. And we don't want to be going into next season with question marks over how we play or who we play. So this could be the perfect chance to put a big transfer window, fingers crossed, and a big pre-season training to the test. But do you think this is going to be a positive thing for West Ham heading out to the States for pre-season tour? Let us know down below in that comment section. If you haven't already, hit the thumbs up button. Know you want to. For your final story, West Ham are reported to be after this here. Which way? Oh, always get the mirror wrong. £54 million Playmaker as a potential replacement for Soler. Now, we know Soler hasn't really hit the ground running very much. We weren't particularly impressed with how he played against Brentford. And ultimately, it looks as though he's not the player we need to inject a bit of excitement and bring that pace in the midfield. So 21-year-old Georgi Sudakov, he's a Ukrainian midfielder who's been impressing in recent years. He's had a real step up and he's done incredibly when he has. His form has also meant that Napoli and Porto have been interested in signing him, with Porto having had a bid rejected in January. He's essentially been getting a goal every other game. I think it was slightly over 1 goal every other game, which as a midfielder is definitely something that is very, very impressive and something that we would love to see at West Ham. We know that Souček can score goals, but the challenge is that we don't really get the ball from Souček through the lines, and he needs to play alongside a player that's going to be able to do that if he is. But it's just a complicated situation. We know that we don't have enough pace, we're not able to control the ball in midfield, and we're not able to dictate play in that area. And as such, the ball also comes back our direction way too fast. So we need to fix that. But bringing in a playmaker, that £54 million, very expensive. We'll talk about that as well in detail in a second. But it just feels as though somebody that scores goals could be good, could bring a little bit of life to West Ham. So one of the stumbling blocks, as I mentioned, Shakhtar want £54 million for him, which seems like a high valuation. Obviously, he's not proven in the Premier League. He is young. He looks talented. He's coming off the back of an incredible season. His form's great at the moment. But this would be a big chunk of the money that we have available, which is problematic. So it's one that we're definitely going to have to wait and see how it plays out, whether or not we should put all our eggs in one basket, and in this basket here in particular, who knows. But would you like to see this highly rated midfielder join our midfield? Let us know your thoughts down below in the comment section. There you have it. Those have been your Hammers headlines for today. That's all from me for now, but make sure you take a look at this afternoon's video where I took a look at Potter's time in charge so far at West Ham and asked your thoughts, as well as whether he'd met your expectations up to this point. It's actually a really interesting topic because when you look at form, you should be panicking. When you look at Potter, you have this sense of confidence. And when you look at what we've seen Potter achieve at other places, you feel like he needs time. So it's a bit of a mixture, but the general consensus is that we're happy, we're patient, and we are seeing a bit more organisation, a bit more pressing. But anyway, I spoke about it all in this afternoon's video. So go and take a look. Don't miss out. Have a brilliant day, though. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button so you never have to miss an update from us at West Ham Network. Have a great day. Until next time, come on, you Irons. Irons.